What's that on that beat?
Addicted to balling, I have to get my cash.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a first carry for Jamali Bernard across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the catch good, it's Eifert. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Parker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Gone!
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Rudolph. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
6 yard. Check 6 yard. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Here's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Rudolph throwing on second down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Flushed out right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
On second down now, Parker. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Looking for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So a false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Andy Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll get took this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Dalton here from the gun. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. So Dalton now. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Here's Rudolph. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Parker. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Third and 2, Rudolph. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From midfield here, Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. This is taken at the 10. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10. Rudolph on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, it's Rudolph. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Ooh, the juke. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that they're driving with
blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Glasgow. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Rudolph now on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Rudolph now to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to...
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Now he's forced out right. Open man there is Malone. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Over here.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Another chance for Dalton. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing, Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This will be Dalton again. To the left side here for Eifert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards. It's
2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. And now to the air, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. T.J. Watt, 1st-round pick a year ago there defensively for Pittsburgh.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Daniel McCullers able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. And Bullock will put this one through. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Parker. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Out of the gun, Rudolph. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now Dalton looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave one more off this lead. This will be fielded at the 8. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Underneath, this is Bernard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Dalton now to pass. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it 24-13. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Steelers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.